we're going to move on to the next lesson in chapter 9. And just to remind you, chapter 9 is about purchasing a car. So I really wish we were doing this in class. It would be a lot more engaging, but we have to work with what we have. So we're just going to do the lecture online. When you buy a car, you want to go in prepared. So in the first lesson, we learned about the sticker price. So the sticker price is what the dealership would want you to pay. But ideally, you should pay less than that. And you want to be fair. Okay, so in this chapter, we're going to learn about the dealer's cost. The dealer's cost is how much the dealership paid for the car. So obviously, they're going to make a profit, but you also don't want to be taken advantage of. So the target for you to pay should be something more than the dealer's cost, but something less than the sticker price. So something in between. So the dealer's cost is just whatever the dealer paid for the car. And the way you find it is based off a percent. So the problem will give you the percent. What percent of the price did the dealer pay? And then same thing for the options. And then you just add whatever the destination charge was. And that gives you the cost for the dealer. And the percent for the base price is based out of this formula. And then same thing for the percent of the options price. So in your notes, you're going to have the three formulas, and I'll send you a copy of the notes. Okay, so these are the three that you're going to use depending on what the question's asking you. So let's start with an example. Okay, let's say that Chin and Lisa want to buy a new car, and the base price is $12,905, and the options are $2,010, and then the destination charge is $360. Okay, so that's the price of the car. But the dealership paid less, so they paid 95% of the base price, which is this, and 89% of the destination of the options, which is the 2010. So we want to know how much did the car actually cost the dealership, or the dealer's cost. So first you want to write down the important information, which is the price of the base, the price of the option, and the cost to ship the car to the dealership, known as the destination charge. And the problem gives you the percentages. So it says the dealer paid 95% of the base price, which was $12,905, and 89% of the options, which was the 2010. So they didn't pay this full amount. They paid a little bit less. And to know exactly how much they paid, we're going to multiply. So it says here 95% of the base price. The base price is this. So you're going to multiply. So what is 95% of 2,905? Well, we're going to multiply. So 2,905 times 0.95. So just a reminder, whenever you have a percent, you want to switch it to a decimal. So you can either move the decimal 2 times to the left, or you can just say 95 divided by 100, and you get 0.95. Okay, so when you multiply, you get 12,259. So that's the percentage that the dealership, well, not the percentage, but the price that the dealership paid for the base. And then you have the options. So for the options, they paid 89% of the 2010. So you multiply, same thing, 89% will be converted to 0.89. So you multiply 2010 times 0.89, and you get the amount that the dealership paid for the options. So just so that you understand, the dealership would want you to pay $12,905 for the car, just for the base. But they paid less. Okay, so the difference is the profit that they're making. And then the options they actually paid 1,788, but they want you to pay 2,010. Why? Because they want to make a profit. It's like if you're going to sell t-shirts and the t-shirts cost you $5. Are you going to sell them for $5? Well, no, because then you wouldn't make a profit. So if you buy a t-shirt for $5, you might want to sell it for $8. That way you make $3 in profit per shirt. So it's the same thing with the cart. This is what the dealership wants to sell it for, but this is actually how much they paid for it because they want to make a profit. So then to get the total cost for the dealer, if we use the formula, you just add the percentage of the base plus the percentage of the options plus the destination charge. So I'm going to add these two answers that I got when you multiplied, and then don't forget the destination charge, which was the $360. So the car actually cost the dealership $14,408 with 65 cents. But what they want you to pay, okay, I'm going to add everything up. They want you to pay $15,275. Okay, so that's how much they would want you to pay. That's how much they paid. So, of course, they want you to pay more because they need to make a profit. So, ideally, if you were buying a car, you would want to pay less than this, but more than the dealership's cost because they still have to make a profit. So, you would find a number somewhere in between. And then when you go into the dealership, you negotiate so that you can get your target amount, which would be something in between these two numbers. But like I said, if we were in class, then we would go into detail on how to really negotiate the price of a car. Okay, so what I want you to do now is example 2. So they give you the sticker price of a truck, which is the price on the window, $41,036. The options total $2,425, and then the destination charge. So according to the consumer report, the dealership doesn't pay that for the truck. They pay 87.7% for the base. So you multiply that times 87.7% and 90.2% for the option. So you multiply it by the 24.25. And then if you have trouble switching this to a decimal, you can either move the decimal 2 times, so 0.902, or you can divide by 100 and you get the same thing. So try that on your own, and then I'll put the answer key online so that you can check if you got the right answer.